I'm so excited that every single gentleman in this video I can call a friend. I think fathers are amazing, and I want to share what they had to say about fatherhood. Shout out Choppa Zoe, of course, my son, Moe, Fritz. Thank you so much, guys, for doing this video. And I can't forget Z. Thank you, Z. Let's see what they had to say about fatherhood.
The first time Dominic Zion said dad, I melted. Like it's a undescribable feeling. To hear the little you say dad, it was just like the most satisfying feeling that I've ever felt, you know, to hear him call me dad. Because I didn't have a dad growing up, so to hear my son say dad and me be there and be receptive, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The lesson I'd like to share with an upcoming father is the job is never done. The job is never done. Meaning your job is it's hands-on. It's 24 hours. Like no matter what, even when you don't feel like it, when you're down, when you always have to put that to the side and do what's best for your children. So that's my lesson to a upcoming father. I love being a father. Happy Father's Day to all.
Being a father changed from the beginning, meaning my first child to my third child. You know, it was trial and error. It was understanding. It was making mistakes, understanding what kind of parenting strategies actually worked, and being able to utilize those strategies again, and then understanding which parenting strategy actually worked, and being able to utilize those strategies again, and then understanding which parenting strategies didn't work. Wanting to be a good father, wanting to be someone that your children respect, love, and see as a friend. You know, it's very hard to be all three of those things to a child who you have to at points discipline. You have to give them knowledge, you have to give them understanding, you have to give them wisdom, you have to be stern. You know, you have to do all these things. And each one of your children are different individuals. It's just being able to identify who your children are, what their likes are, what their love language is, how do you motivate them, how do you inspire them, and then and honing in on that with each individual child.
The best part of fatherhood to me is the love. I mean, it has to be the love, and the love is something that goes both ways. It's something that's given and it's something that's received. I think there's a type of love that's given to a dad from their children that they can't receive from anything or anywhere else in this world. It's a special type of love. I mean, it fills you up, it inspires you, it motivates you to be the best type of person in the world. You know, your children see you through a lens that, man, no one else in the world possibly can. I mean, you know, and I think that it raises the bar for you as a human being, and it makes you want to be the best human being possible. So, if there was one thing that I could teach about fatherhood, you know, it would be to understand that you're human. You know, you're gonna make mistakes and you're not gonna be perfect at it, but what's most important is that, for one, that you're accountable, for two, that you're willing to apologize, and for three, that you're willing to make the appropriate changes. As long as you're willing to do those three things, then it's okay that you're not perfect, right? We're all human. You know, as fathers, we all want to be Superman, and we want to be the best fathers possible. And that pretty much puts a lot of pressure on us, but we have to understand that we're human. We're not always going to get it right, and it's okay as long as we're accountable, we apologize, and we make the appropriate changes.
Waking up to my babies, that's like the most beautiful thing in this world. I could be at my lowest state, and just to hear my kids say, "Dad, Dad," and just come give me hugs, and me asking them what they want for breakfast, just to see the smiles on their face. I think that's the most amazing part of being a father, knowing that they look to you for that comfort, and them not even understanding the recharge that they give to me. It's such a blessing. So many fathers, if they're not taking advantage of that opportunity and that position of being a father, they're missing out. I think my children are the biggest blessings in my life. They'll always be my babies, and I will always be their Superman. Being a father, I really feel has changed me. I've never been selfish. I've always been selfless, but being a father, it makes you be selfless to the 10th power. You always want to do for your children. There's always a moniker that I want to do better for my children than what was for me. And I am definitely a testament of that. They've definitely changed me to be a much calmer person, as opposed to who I was in my past. And they have changed me in a sense to be even more ambitious, even more assertive, more relentless in every facet of my life. So the change has definitely been beneficial, and I hope in that it allows them to see that will and determination, and they will carry on in their lives as well.
Being called daddy by my two little girls is probably one of the greatest feelings in the world, if not the greatest. I'm not sure how to describe it. I guess it would be the closest thing to being called a superhero. I feel like I can do anything. Like, after hearing them call it, I could do anything. Not one thing I can't conquer. There's not one problem I can't solve. So it's an amazing feeling. It's something I cherish. Well, if nothing else, having the girls has taught me so much patience. Dealing with different personalities, different characters, every day on an everyday basis is something that will teach you patience. It's also taught me to be sensitive when I need to be, stern when I need to be. It's just, it's also made me change as an individual, because now I got to think about how I move through life treating women, because now I have little women at the crib that I want to be treated a certain way. So it definitely shapes the way I treat others, women in particular. So I would say, yeah, those are some of the things that have changed since having them.